What's up on sports? Kyle, Mark. I got a little bit of a throat thing going on.
Yeah, you definitely do.
Phlegm hacking up a lung. I'm gonna do my best to get through this. Hey, this episode never happened. Episode 30. Thank you for joining us. We're filming this on Friday. Usually on Wednesday. We don't want to get doxxed. We want people to know our times when we're stocking shelves. But Wednesday we usually film. However, Friday today, so a little late. Thursday night football already happened. We already had the first game of the World Series kick. They don't say kickoff. First pitch.
Yeah.
There's not like a catchy thing for that. First game of the World Series already happened. NBA tip-off. So you got kickoff, tip-off, baseball.
First pitch, ceremonial first pitch, opening. I don't know.
Kickoff works for every game.
Kickoff
Tip-off,
doesn't work for every game. You don't kick
every
off
football
that.
game. Every
Well,
football game. Okay. Tip-off works for every NBA game.
What is baseball? First pitch. First pitch.
First pitch already happened for the World Series. Okay, first pitch already happened for the World Series. Dodgers versus Blue Jays, America versus Canada. It's a little weird right now. We don't trade with Canada, and Canada just kicked the Dodgers' ass today, 11-4. Instant reactions on the World Series first game, 11-4. A grand slam was hit in the World Series.
If you go back to our opening episode, I think the Yankees were still in it. You asked me who's going to make the World Series. You know which teams I picked?
Dodgers, Blue Jays. Dang, Nostradamus.
Well, I mean, not anything breaking news, but still, it takes a little skill, I guess, to get there. I think the Blue Jays are a wagon. I think they're good. They beat the bricks off the Yankees, so I think they're good. I don't like them, but I'm also not anti-Dodgers like a lot of people are. I don't really care because they kind of do it like how the Yankees used to do it. So
yeah, the Dodgers head coach comes out and is like, we'll give them reasons to hate us for building the best lineup in baseball. Arguably, they a lot of flack going the Dodgers' way for having their pitchers rest near the end of the year, not be fully committed. But the team's never well rested for the World Series. Looked like they were going to just decimate the Blue Jays in 4 games. If we would have filmed this on time, I would have told everyone to put their entire mortgage on the Dodgers to win that game, even though it's in Toronto, which I'm glad we didn't. I would have told everybody that the Dodgers are going to sweep the Blue Jays, and the Blue Jays come out 11-4.
I think the Blue Jays are scary good. Their offense is really good pitching. The Dodgers have had some phenomenal pitching as well, but something's got to give. I don't know. I think this is a little stat I had for you. The Brewers played the Dodgers, right? Was that a sweep? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the Brewers and the Dodgers played last NLCS. The Brewers hit as a team 118 for the whole series. They hit 118. It's the worst batting average by any team in postseason history of baseball. They've been playing baseball for 700 years. It's the worst batting average for a team. 118 as a team. So I have my notes here for Wednesday's show. I said, Dodgers wagon, Blue Jays also wagon, but give me the Blue Jays.
Because the Dodgers played nobodies. And
I think
Blue Jays had to earn it.
Yeah. You know who's not getting enough crap? Shohei Ohtani had one phenomenal game all postseason. Besides that, he's batting nothing. But he had one game. He had that one game where he
had the game where he pitched and hit, and he hit a home run.
Right. So besides that game, he's batting like 100 in the whole.
That's all it takes in America. We don't care. We forgive. Winning solves everything. Shout out Dolphins and Jets. Winning solves everything. You win games. Nobody really cares what your stars are doing. Right? No. Nobody starts to read between the lines until you start losing games.
Last year, the Yankees made it to the World Series, and everyone couldn't shut up about Aaron Judge batting 190 and not doing anything for the Yankees. This year, Dodgers go to the World Series. Shohei's batting 220. He hit a home run today, so this is a null point. So he hit a home run today, but he has been struggling this postseason until that game where he hit 3 home runs. Look, it sounds ridiculous to say out loud. The guy that hit 3 home runs and pitched for his team was struggling, but he was, and now he's hopefully waking up. But yeah, they got clowned. That's baseball talk. They got clowned. Vlad Guerrero batting 450 in the playoffs for the Blue Jays. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he's 2 of 4 today. Vlad was. I mean, just look at everybody else. Everyone, Shohei had his whatever game, but Freddie Freeman 0 for today. Mookie Betts 1 for 4. Muncy 1 for 4. They just. I don't know who Pages is. Pages?
Yeah, he's their outfielder. He's not doing much. I mean,
He's batting .077 this postseason.
yeah, that's tough. But again, like you said, winning does solve everything. So if you're playing good defense, then whatever. But I do think the Blue Jays are going to win. I think they're going to win.
I'm shocked. I'm surprised. Obviously, we live in a place that we have way more Dodgers fans than Diamondbacks fans, and everyone just thought the Dodgers were going to steamroll. I thought they're going to steamroll this World Series. Even the coach did. I mean, bet on the coach, right? Kind of was a little cocky. Like, let's go prove to him why we did this. A little cocky. Like, just be a little bit more humble. Maybe the Blue Jays took that to heart.
Yeah, rest versus rust. You never know.
What's his name? Is Vlad Guerrero? Is he Dominican?
I don't know. I don't know what Vlad Senior was. I don't remember. He's somewhere down there.
They're almost like at this point Canadian.
Oh yeah, why do you say that?
Because his dad played for Toronto forever.
Yeah, he played for the Expos.
Well, okay, he played for the. Oh, sorry, he played in Canada forever.
Yeah, he did play for a Canadian team.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically my logic behind it.
Okay, yeah, no, I see it now. Yeah, maybe he was. Who knows? Maybe he is a Canadian.
Like, where was he born?
Right, he could have been born in Canada when his dad was playing. I don't know.
I mean, I don't think. I think if you're Canada, you use tonight's game as like a big, like you gotta rally against something. You know,
Yeah.
kick your ass in hockey.
You know what's really bothering me though? The Bills keep doing this thing when a Toronto team is playing, and they're doing this thing. The Buffalo Bills of football, and they're saying like, "Good luck, Toronto Raptors," on their season. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You're in New York?
Buffalo's very confused on where they're not. It's not even like a neighboring state. Like it's a completely different country.
Yeah, I don't like that, especially for the team that's claiming to be the only New York football team. You're gonna shout out all these Canadian teams for good luck on their season.
Yeah,
I'm not cursing this episode, but fuck off.
I think they say fuckalo, Buffalo, Buffalo, Buck, Buffalo.
I'm so anti that. That's some Mickey Mouse shit.
I completely agree. You're in the state of New York. Like, I get it. New York's a pretty large state. We have Buffalo here, and you got NYC here. Quality of life is a little bit different between them. Does Buffalo even have an airport?
Yeah, I think they have a small private one. Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I get it, but you're in New York. You're in New York State.
Yeah. Maybe Albany has the airport. Who knows? I don't know. People forget this the capital of New York.
Is what they're saying they're New York's only football team because the Jets and Giants play in New Jersey.
That's correct.
I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan. Who does Buffalo play this week?
They're coming off a bye. It's a good question. I think
the Panthers, who are 4-3. Did you know
Panthers are not a gimme anymore?
No, they're 4-3. I mean, they didn't beat top tier teams. They beat us. They beat you. They're 4-3 though. We're gonna talk about football bets here in a second, but I'm a big Carolina Panthers fan this weekend. Okay. I'm not a big T-Mac guy, but maybe I'm now a T-Mac guy for one weekend.
Okay.
Can we do that? Give me a jersey. 18? Is that his jersey number? 84? I don't know.
Something weird. Yeah.
So then we got, when's game 2 of the World Series?
Oh, they usually space these out pretty good, dude. I think they want all the viewers and rest and all that stuff, but maybe not. Maybe it's tomorrow.
It should be tomorrow.
Yeah, you're right. It up. It's gonna get cold soon, dude.
Yeah, we gotta November. Yeah, we're gonna play baseball in Canada in November. You got your mind.
They play in a dome though.
Still, how you gonna get there? Traffic.
There's always
nobody thinks about logistics. How can you get the players?
If I don't know the parking situation, buddy, I'm not going. So I hear you.
How come you can't find the next game when the next game is on this dumb app? Oh, here we go. Game 2, October 25th. That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow.
Okay. Do we got a line yet? Or make AI pick this game. Game 2, Toronto Blue Jays are winning 1-0. Me and you are going to pick it right now also. Money line has the Dodgers still as the favorite. 1.5 runs. If you bet anything baseball, it's always a 1.5 run or not.
Who's pitching for the Dodgers? That's the most important question.
Okay, well, I don't know if this is a setup, but I'm going to give it my best shot. Okay? The pitcher for the Dodgers.
Is it the Asian guy? Okay.
Is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. I think that's good.
That was pretty good. That's how. Well, people forget that you speak Japanese.
Yeah, Ichini Sanchigo Roku Shishashuguju.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that Yoshi dude, and then you have Kevin Gausman.
The guy for the Dodgers had a pretty good year this year. I don't know. Maybe the Dodgers steal one. I think the Blue Jays are really good.
Okay, well then give me your pick.
Blue Jays are underdogs at home. I'll take them. Sure.
Plus 1.5.
Yeah, that's easy. Sounds good.
Okay, the run line is at 7.5.
If I had to pick an over under, I'd go under just because the pitchers have been good. I don't know.
Okay, all right. I think I'm going to take the Blue Jays too.
Oh,
plus 1.5. But that could be like a double curse because I haven't been doing good in baseball. So we'll make AI pick. I'll put up a graphic tomorrow. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. our time, Dodgers versus Blue Jays game two. The matchup predictor on ESPN, if you ever like looked at that and put a lot of time, 59% chance that the Dodgers win.
Yeah,
So the
that's
matchup.
the liberal media wants you to pick.
Yeah, yeah. Although, breaking news.
Mm.
Do you think ESPN should get rid of their ESPN bet?
Are we going to get into the betting scandal going on?
Yeah, I think we move on to the NBA right now. NBA tipped off. It's easy flow. You can say tip off. You can't say pitch off. NBA
Kicked
tipped
off.
off. Yeah. NBA tipped off. We opened up, with a really good game. Kevin Durant looked pretty good in Houston, even though they lost at double overtime to the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder. It was still a
Yeah.
good game. That's like a Red River rivalry right there. Oklahoma and Houston.
Yeah,
I
people
don't know.
forget there's a
Yeah.
huge rivalry between those two teams.
So they got that was a good matchup. The rest of the season tipped off and premiered. A lot of shockers. The Jazz right here, the number one shocker came out and just wire to wire win. The Clippers debuted their logo and their uniforms. Give me your takes. Week one NBA.
Week one NBA. I mean, the betting stuff I'll be honest, it's really blown my mind. More details keep coming out. So we'll probably address all of it maybe in a week or so just to let it settle a little bit because that stuff is wild. Whatever's going to come out, the NBA clearly knowing about a lot of it and trying to hush it up, but we'll talk about it another time. Strictly sports. The Spurs are a problem. And I tried to say it last week. They're crazy. That team is nuts. If Victor Wembanyama does not get hurt, he's going to be an alien, and he's going to average like 40 points a game, just making all-pro Anthony Davis look like a child. Knicks won. That was cool. I think I don't see a lot of defense getting played, Mark. A lot of high-scoring games. I know there's a lot of OT games. Shout out. I think the Nuggets played Golden State yesterday. It was a big OT game. Aaron Gordon had 50 points in his opening game, which is wild. Jokic had
Steph Curry had 44.
Yeah, Steph Curry's one of those guys that he's going to go down as a top 5 player of all time, but still doing it at this age. He's an older guy. People forget. Still shoots the ball really well. It's exciting. I love basketball. I think this betting thing comes at a really bad time, but I guess there's no good time for a betting scandal to drop. But
I mean, there is in the summer.
Yeah, the summer would have been a nice time, but with football that could have gotten overshadowed a little bit, but not really. This seems really bad. I mean, you have a head coach getting arrested.
Well, did you even hear what he got arrested for?
It's like some weird poker games that are like being run by the mafia.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So Chauncey Billups was just out there like doing some weird. He would bring people to the poker table.
Right.
Like they would look at these rich dudes down a back alley and they'd be like, "Hey, come play poker with Chauncey Billups." He was in on it.
Yeah.
And then they would use like X-ray.
Crazy. And then the bigger one, the Terry Rozier one, is really bad because I remember last year when and that's why my big brain conspiracy is like the NBA knew. Because last year he was out for the season after an injury. And like all the people are saying now, like it's a bogus injury. He was faking it because they caught him or something happened. Because it's all like Vegas knows. If, 100 people pick Terry Rozier's unders on a normal day and then a random day in February, 6,000 people picked Terry Rozier's unders, it's going to throw some flags up like, hey, what's going on here? So like these people are stupid that they think they can get away with it, but clearly not. I don't know. It's going to get bigger, unfortunately. Like there's just a lot of greed and it's tough because this is like such a fun sport that people love to do and watch. And obviously the negative stuff overshadows that.
Yeah, when your everyday bettor bets $5 on 12-leg parlays trying to win, and then one day he's like 10 grand on the under or minutes played, then you're like, okay, this guy doesn't know anything, and yet here he is making the bet of his life. Yeah. People are dumb. Unfortunately, the one thing in this country that will get you in trouble is money. You start messing with money and how you illegally obtained it, and yeah, good luck. But we'll like I said, we can wait. That clearly's got weeks, months. It's going to be a long process, and I'm sure more names will pop out. LeBron James is already being told that he wasn't directly involved, but yet some guy just knew when he would be sick
Injured.
or when he'd be just maybe does the NBA do an injury report like the NFL?
Yeah, they have to. I mean, because of this, that's what happens. Like, there's safe falls in place. I remember back in the day, not that too long ago, but when like sports betting got big, like more the DraftKings stuff in New Jersey. There was a night, random night in the winter, where they weren't on top of it as much, and there was like I couldn't even tell you the names, Mark, of the players, but Chicago was down to their third option at point guard. It was like Nate Robinson got hurt and like Derrick Rose wasn't playing, something weird like that. And I did one of those where you, like we do our DraftKings, and I picked the Chicago point guard because he was worth no money. And I put him in my lineup, and then I had my rest of my team. And because of that information, which is again very public info, I did very well in that day. And it was a random day and Tuesday. Can you imagine these guys that have the inside information of like,
Mhm.
this dude's going down, he's not going to do anything? You could win. I mean, it's like unlimited, basically. It's how much you feel like risking because you're going to
Right.
get flagged, obviously. But it's tough. Like they have to have injury reports. That was the other thing I was thinking too. Is like it'll come out. Terry Rozier's injury. I know HIPAA is going to protect some of it, but if it's like, yeah, actually it was bullshit because the NBA was like, you need to sit out this year because we have to figure this out, and it's borderline like a suspension, it's just bad news. It does the NBA no good to cover this up. It's going to come out that if they knew about it, it will. There's no way they can hide this.
Yeah, I don't know why. Who are you protecting, right? Just come out. I mean,
And,
and the NBA is, they had who's that basketball coach, Tim Robbins,
I don't know which one.
the one that came out and admitted like, yeah, we were throwing games or we were in
Oh,
a
the ref,
yeah, I'm sorry, the ref,
Tim Donahue.
Tim Donahue, yeah.
Yeah,
He's like, we purposely tried to like box AI and just frustrate him so that he wouldn't have good games. Yeah, like the NBA just has this scandal problem because it's unlike every other sport. You said this before. NBA's five guys.
mm-hmm.
One guy just needs to have a good game, and it could turn a team around. It could turn a loss into a victory. But it also you can have one star just pull some BS, and here you go.
Yeah, and the officiating stuff is terrible too because in the NBA, the whole rule book is subjective. It's all angles of what you see and what you don't see, and you could just call stuff, and there's fouls on every play, but you're gonna call it when you want and stuff. I don't
Right.
know. It's a shame. I think in this day and age, 2025, to think that stuff will not get found out is so silly for a multi-billion-dollar industry. So the NBA, the second it would know about something like that, they'd be smart to just hold a press conference right away. Hey, we have none of the info, but we're being told Terry Rozier's doing some horse shit. So we're letting you guys know when we know because we don't want to seem like we're hiding shit. That's what it looks like now. Like a year, he was injured last year. There's no way. He was doing some bullshit, which he got caught now. That's coming out because of the arrest, because the FBI doesn't care about the NBA's agenda. And now the NBA is going to have to freak out. Like I heard the top story on ESPN is Adam Silver's like very concerned about the betting scandal. No shit, dude.
Yeah. Well, you're probably very concerned because of what you covered. Like you've been talking about what you covered up. I mean that you not only do you have it there, but you had it in college basketball, like DeAndre Ayton when he was getting paid by the U of A to come and play for Arizona. Who knows who else has been doing stuff like that. It's unfortunate.
Yep.
It's unfortunate because you just want, as a fan, I just want to watch the teams play.
Yeah.
Right. And if my team is good and wins, that's amazing. But if they lose, I don't want them to lose because some dude wanted to win his 20 grand under hit. Like I play the game.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know,
It's all about,
we have little kids who go and they play the youth. Everyone's, like in Arizona, everyone's the Suns, right? The youth for the YMCA, the Suns. The kids just want to play. They want to learn the game. We try to like enjoy it with our families and friends, and then have stuff like this come out and just like break the spirit of the game sucks.
Yeah. When like the integrity of stuff like this gets broken, you just start like questioning everything too. Because then, like the jokes, like I remember growing up, like the jokes would be like, "Oh, stuff's rigged, NBA rigged," stuff like that. Now, like you would laugh at that because you're like, "No, it's not." And now stuff keeps coming out, and you're like, "Well, maybe not all of it, but there's some of it." Like it's weird to just blindly accept everything they do as like legitimate. There's just no way.
Like the Chauncey Billups thing, nothing to do with basketball, but then there's just no way you can trust that guy to not have done
Right.
something weird with basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
You can. I'm sure there's going to be some guy on Twitter, some Blazers fan from last year in a game in February that's like, "Hey, why is Chauncey pulling our best players like in the third quarter right now?" And then like it's going to happen, dude. All this stuff's just going to come out. It's just going to happen.
Well,
I'm telling you.
I had the over points, rebounds, assists for Victor Wembanyama and Cooper Flag when they tipped off. Right, we did the AI graphic. It went up. AI picked the Mavericks -3.5. Clearly wrong, like you said. Wembanyama is a freak alien, but they pulled Cooper Flag with 8 minutes left, and I needed 6 points to hit the bet. Right, and I'm like, why are they pulling Cooper Flag? Because they're getting ran through. They're only down 20, which isn't a lot in an 8 minute period. You can bridge 20, and also, don't you want that dude to get experience? Don't you want him out there learning? Even with like 4 minutes left, the Spurs were putting in their scrubs. It's like that's when I'm putting Cooper Flag back in because
Right.
I need to build his confidence up. Go out there and play against these dudes and try to make a couple buckets or try to get your rhythm back. Hold him.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sus. Everything's going to be
Gus.
questioned now. It's tough. Not to get serious to our listeners, but that was probably as serious as we get.
Yeah, but hey, let's go back to the funness. Wemby today, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 2 assists. The Spurs won in overtime, 120 to 116 against the New Orleans Pelicans. Wemby had two huge blocks against Zion at the rim.
But
However,
Zion did dunk on him, which is kind of cool.
yeah, to say you did that
But
against that dude,
you know what? You're gonna get dunked on. The best blockers get dunked on because you're going up and you're making that play. You don't have you're not afraid to get dunked on, and sometimes it's gonna happen. But I think with Victor, I think more so than not, he's gonna block shots. So,
yeah. Well, I mean, I need. There we go. Blocks, 9 blocks,
are you fucking kidding me?
9 blocks. The closest person was
Two?
his Harrison Barnes at 2. I think it's
Yeah,
Harrison,
there you
right?
go. I mean, that's a normal game. Is 2 blocks. That's a good game. 9 blocks. My
For
God.
context, Zion had 0.
Yeah, Victor Wembanyama led the league last year with blocks. Again, I'm going blindly off of remembering with 4 a game last year, which is a absurd amount, and he had 9 today. So yeah,
Yeah. He crushed his points, rebounds, assists. I'm telling you, until they make it 50, if it's anything under than 50, just go over. He's gonna do it until he doesn't. He's in his second year, figured out the NBA. He's a freak athlete. Good for him. I'm happy for Wemby. I think you're right. Spurs are gonna be a wagon.
how
I
did your boy Cooper Flag do today? Oh, he had
did
18,
they
18, 6, and 5 today. There you go.
they lost though.
They lost. They got to figure some stuff out. They need some point guard play, and I don't think they're getting much.
So and the Jazz are up right now, 89-87.
Jazz back.
They did this last year though, didn't they? They like opened up a lot of wins. No, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, remember 2 years
It was
ago
two years ago.
we were in the same squad, and you were like, "This is unbelievable. They're starting off like crazy," and then they just went to last place after starting off like.
And then Laurie had to go back to Finland and serve in the army. And I don't know what they have him do over there. Probably broke the dude's confidence down. Can you imagine
Or
serving
maybe
him?
it
And then
made him really good.
also, who's Finland fighting? Nobody. Yeah, no,
They're fighting. Who knows? Al Qaeda.
we got you. We got you. Finland doesn't have to worry about nothing. Big Daddy's here over here.
That's fair.
So, in the lightheartedness of the NBA tip off and the week coming back and to get away from all the betting, a bunch of shoes dropped. A bunch dropped.
Okay.
In fact, Nike did an entire Halloween fit for all of their athletes. I sent you the photos. You took a look at them. You gave me your thoughts right then and there. But we will here. I don't think it's gonna work like that. But
Yeah, I can see.
okay, all right. So you got those ones right there. Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
they're
just
all
go.
bad. All of them
Maybe
are
we
bad.
should put. Maybe we should put it. And then you had these also Halloween shoes.
I do like the candy corn ones. Those are cool. The other ones, like, they don't do it for me, dude. And you know what's crazy? The candy corn ones, that's a lady. That's her.
That's Jai Wilson's. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if I'm gonna wear her shoe respectfully, but
What's the GT Hustle 3? Who's that?
those
Just a
those are just like the new generic ones. They're apparently amazing, but they're really expensive. They're like almost $200, right?
Yeah, here you go. GT Hustle 3, the haunted Halloween shoe.
People, geez, 210. Yeah, people love
210.
them. But I bought $200 Kobe's my last shoe, but for not Kobe's, I don't know. I've heard really good things. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I'll see if they go the GT Hustle ones. I'll try to find.
Here's the
When
book.
is Devin Booker's second shoe gonna come out? It's just constantly the first one. He's had the first shoe out for like 3 years. People
I mean,
just
I kind of like Devin Booker's Halloween one because it's got like a scorpion look to it, but it is very. Now, I want you to look at these and tell me what's wrong with them.
it almost looks backwards. I don't like that shoe. Giannis is doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, the Nike symbol's backwards.
Yeah, I don't like that. It feels
It's
weird.
the shape shift shoe, and then you have Ja Morant's shoe right here.
Which jaw is it? The threes? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't like that. I have the Ja Morant ones. I enjoy those, but I don't know. Those are for kids. Like I can't wear a green shoe like that.
Do you see the symbol on that one though?
Yeah, it's up.
It's just
Kinda up.
like a check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it almost doesn't even look like Like when you zoom in, it almost looks like a graphic defunct. It doesn't even look like it's on the shoe.
Yeah, like what if they took it off the shoe? Would you buy the shoe without it?
Yeah, if it doesn't have the Nike swoosh, are you gonna buy it? No, that lady will never make her money then.
Yeah, true. The
All right,
lady,
so what did you ever watch that Jordan movie, or did you ever watch the Nike movie? Who played?
wasn't it like Ben Affleck and Matt Damon?
Yeah, yeah.
People?
You never watched that movie?
No, I didn't care to. It was talk about liberal media.
Okay, going back to basketball betting. Did you ever watch Uncut Gems
Uncut Gems, yeah.
with Adam Sandler?
Yeah, the Sandman and Garnett.
That's an amazing movie. Did you like it or no?
I did. I enjoyed it. Garnett, his name's getting dropped around in these things too. Isn't
We're gonna
that
go
good?
back to that movie, man.
And we
Yeah,
have to talk about
Garnett.
football.
Oh, okay, we'll talk about. Okay, but all right. LeBron James is dropping a brand new shoe. I need to know what your thoughts are on this brand new shoe.
I don't like any LeBrons. They're too heavy. They're too big. The last LeBron I got I was in 6th grade. Yeah, I don't like for $210. Like, no, thank you. No way.
Yeah, they're doing a gold and a purple version of it. You're just out on shoes right now. No good shoes. I looked at the
Kobe,
forecast too. The new Kobe's coming out. You didn't like those.
because they're the weird high ones. Kobe's got to stay low. I got the Kobe 9s. They're purple, so a little spooky. Here, I'll grab them. One sec. They're right here.
It's a nice shoe. I like the purple swoosh too.
Yeah, it came with
That's a
purple
good
lips,
shoe.
but I stuck with the white. Very good cushion on the inside. Good shoe.
You know what we gotta do? We gotta do an unboxing.
Yeah, my next shoe I get which will be not for a while.
$210 for that shoes.
It was 200, yeah, but I love
All
them.
right.
They have the word
Jazz are down 96-97. We got to keep eyes on this game.
resilience.
That's tough. That's tough to put in a Kobe Bryant shoe. But be resilient, I guess. Is that what the message is?
It's the message is
Keep living. Keep moving on.
don't fly a helicopter.
Just take a taxi cab.
Yeah, we're on to football.
We're on to football.
Football sucks. You want to start? You want me to start?
Here's what I just don't understand. Here's what I don't understand. Why can't they just figure it out? It's not hard, right? And maybe I don't know. Maybe it's tough. You build relationships with these people. You come to love them. You probably have dinner with their wives at some point, their family. You see their kids grow up. But it's a $1 billion machine. You've got stadiums, you've got fans, you've got people invested. I get it. Just get rid of the coaches now. What are we doing? What are we doing? You're talking about people's lives that are trying to win a championship series, trying to win football games. Who cares about feelings? What are we doing?
So, can I ask you some questions? Just the worst contract in the NFL.
Yeah,
Hold on.
I've heard it.
No, hold on. The worst one is Deshaun Watson, right? He has to be the worst one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what he does. But all right. So, worst contract in the NFL, Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun Watson. Guaranteed.
He's
Guy doesn't
getting
even play.
$200 million. He doesn't even play. He's like not even active. He gets touched during massages. Bad guy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody
Next.
gets touched during a massage.
Okay, well, he gets touched. Next worst contract in the NFL.
That guy gets paid out every single year.
Bobby Bonilla, that's a baseball player.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
and
Someone locked in long term to a team that they paid him a bunch of money for, and they just don't want him anymore. It's probably Tua. He's got like $450 million over 4 years or something like
I
that.
don't know if it's 400 million, but it's a lot left. I just don't know. From a fan's perspective, are you? Because here's some other stuff from Tua this week. The press conferences. Someone needs to just take the mic out of his hand
It's
because
so bad. Like the whole, I don't read the comments. I just go home to my family. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
you gotta be locked in. You gotta be locked in at some point. You
So
gotta care.
the notes are he said he would like to see Cam Newton try to be a pro quarterback. In case people forget, Cam Newton was a pro quarterback for a bit. Then he publicly outed his teammates, and then he said he wasn't proud of how he outed his teammates, and then spoke gibberish. And then he said he can't see his wide receivers this week over his tall line.
Yeah, Kyler Murray. They said, why did you target Jalen Waddle? He's like, I just couldn't find him out there. I didn't want to throw to anything, and then he proceeded to throw like 3 picks. One where he just threw to an empty area. Look, he got figured out. Mike McDaniel, Tua, they got figured out. Their scheme, their method, they can't react to it. Tua's not an athlete, too. Like one thing that frustrates me as a fan is you can't trust that dude to be athletic, right? I guess his accuracy was world class at one point.
Yeah.
But you can't trust him to just be an athlete and go out there and make a play.
Are we?
You know?
I was never the guy if you know, for the last couple of years since I've known you, I was never the guy to make fun of Tua's concussions. You've never heard that from me.
Right. True.
Do we think there's something going on?
I think so. He does
Okay.
weird stuff like corn rolls every now and then. Braids his hair, full sleeve, another full sleeve, says weird random things, like doesn't care about football, like says things like I don't care, I'll just go home to my family. Like this is just like he's got the Jokic mindset, but without any of the abilities to win a championship.
Mm.
So I think there is something going on there. I think Mike
Oh,
McDaniel knows it too, and I think he's breaking down personally. This is affecting. Somebody said Mike McDaniel had a big substance abuse problem when he was with the Redskins.
mm.
He got kicked out the Redskins because he couldn't keep it together, and the coach told him like, "You're
Yeah.
done. See you later."
Yeah.
So unfortunately, addictions are a pain in the ass, and I wouldn't be shocked if something came back and also is affecting Mike McDaniel. They're in a rut. There's just a lot like I don't say you can blow it up.
Okay. And look, at least you're in a spot where you can say, hey, we gave it a go. We gave it a couple years. Injuries, other things
Yeah,
derailed, and we'll give it another shot. We will rebuild. But it's tough when you didn't think this would be a rebuild and it turns out to be one. I think at least you guys have won a game
it's true. That's true.
because the team that I woefully root for has yet to win a game yet. The Knicks won a game before the Jets did this year.
Well, here's
And
yeah, and they played a month later, two
they
months.
played like 2 months later. Yeah.
Here's the Dolphins' problem, and maybe it's a Jets problem too. Right after Dave wants that, we have Jim Bates, who Nick Saban, Cam Cameron, Tony Soprano, Todd Bowles, Joe Philbin, Dan Campbell, Adam Gase, Brian Flores, Mike McDaniel. You know what every single one of those coaches had in common?
No. The same GM.
No, different GM. GM came in during like the Joe Philbin, Todd Bowles era.
Oh, okay.
They're all first-time coaches.
Ooh, that's a nice take there.
First-time coaches. None of them were a head coach anywhere else. And then you look at Dan Campbell. Lions are well respected. You look at Todd Bowles. He had opportunities.
I hate Todd Bowles.
You look at Nick Saban. Obviously, Nick Saban his thing. And then Tony Soprano, rest in peace, was probably one of our best. Rest in peace, Tony Soprano, fist pump guy. So yeah, we don't ever take in an experienced head coach. We always take in that guy who was a hotshot coordinator. It doesn't work out.
I know, Mark, but I think you're in a nice spot, dude, where you can be picky about the hotshot coordinator because boy would I love a hotshot offensive coordinator right now because I'm so tired of the defensive first guys because at least it's exciting. No. What are we clapping?
Lauri Markkinen missed free throw number 2. Russell Westbrook lane violation makes it the second attempt. We're up 104 to 103. Thanks, Russ. Doesn't matter what city you're in, you're terrible.
Jeez.
Who'd you take right now? The hot coordinators right now, that Campbellani dude, and the Rams offensive coordinator who is Don Shula's son, Chris Shula.
I don't know. I don't know who I would take, dude. And thank God it's not my job to know because I would probably do a better job than the Jets right now. I think Aaron Glenn was the answer. I think he was the guy. If we remember back in the day, though, back in the summer, who I wanted most was Vrabel. I wanted Vrabel. I wanted a dude that was not going to take any bullshit and he wasn't going to be like this rah-rah fake bullshit guy like the Jets have had in the past, whether it was Todd Bowles or all these other defensive first dudes. I want a guy that knows he's a defensive guy, but then he's going to put the best offensive guy in that spot because he's not going to want to touch it. Hey, I don't do offense. I'm going to get the best guy to do offense, though. The Jets right now are 0-7. Their offense looks terrible. Terrible. Like, Breece Hall doesn't have a touchdown this year. I think the tweet that I read was the most touches without a touchdown. It's like Breece Hall with like 135 touches. The next closest guy is like 60. Something crazy. It's a shame. Justin Fields stinks. The team around him obviously is not very good, but I don't think having Justin Fields, who has had accuracy problems his whole career in the NFL, being out there is the answer. Their wide receivers are terrible besides Garrett Wilson. It's bad. Their defense showed up the last 2 weeks, so that's cool. But when your defense...
This is Aaron Glenn's first year.
First year. Oh, yeah.
He's not going anywhere.
That's
he's
the
gonna
thing.
He's going to get a chance to draft a quarterback. He's going
What
to
did
get
the
a chance.
Patriots do?
Well, yeah. I mean, we talked about it last time. Yeah, just get him out.
OJ Mayo.
They knew what they want. All right.
He's not the.
All right, so here's who's available. But the only reason Patriots did that was because Mike Vrabel became available. So the Titans are moronic. That's
Okay.
the only reason. If Mike Vrabel
Yeah.
doesn't become available, who knows if that's what. But Vrabel had those roots there in New England, so of course they brought him back. Here's all the
Huh.
current former NFL coaches: Brian Flores,
Too much
no,
baggage.
Cliff Kingsbury,
Cliff Kingsbury could be a good one. I'd be down for some
Mike
Cliff Kingsbury.
McCarthy,
Nope. Too fat.
Matt Nagy,
Matt Nagy? No. He was the Bears shithead. No.
Arthur Smith,
No. He's got a weird chin.
Steve Spagnuolo.
No, we don't need Spags. Defensive guy was in New York for the Giants forever. We don't need that.
Potential first-time NFL head coaches. I don't know if you'll know him. Joe Brady, offensive coordinator for the Bills.
That
Anthony
wouldn't be bad.
Campanelli. This is the guy Campanelli. He's the Jags defensive coordinator.
Okay.
Clint Kubiak, Seattle Seahawks offensive coordinator.
Is that Gary Kubiak's kid?
Yep.
Oh my God.
And then Jesse Minter, Los Angeles Chargers defensive coordinator. Zach Robinson, Atlanta Falcons defensive coordinator. And then Chris Shula is offensive coordinator for the Rams.
Yeah, I want an offensive guy. That's what I want. I've wanted one forever. We had Adam Gase. Thanks a lot for that.
You're welcome.
That dude sucked. We got rid of
We
him.
filtered that guy. We filtered that guy for you. We filtered him and showed you what he was. And you guys were still like, yep, that's what we want. Son of a gun.
Hope you guys lost.
It's 105. Who did we let score a bucket?
I have a football question for you.
Sabonis.
If you're starting a team right now, the Dolphins have the first pick, and every player is put into a pool. No one's on the team. You have first pick, any player right now to build your franchise around for the next foreseeable future. Who are you picking with the first pick overall? No, you cannot be serious.
Who are you picking? Jackson Dart.
Who?
I'm taking Jackson Dart.
I'm picking Josh Allen.
I'm not taking Josh Allen because that guy can't do it in the playoffs. And we're talking about 10 years from now.
Yeah, he's only like 26 or something.
Josh Allen's in his...
No, he's not.
$5. We lost. Keontae George misses a 21-foot 2-point shot. I don't know who Keontae George was the guy that we wanted. Maybe Ace Bailey should have taken the shot.
29 years old.
How old do you think Josh... How old is he?
29.
When's he turn 30? When's he turn 30?
In May.
Yeah, I'm not taking that guy. That guy's body is... He has the body of a 40-year-old. He gets beat up all the time. It's a miracle. I don't know what he...
All right, so who are you taking? You're taking Jackson Dart with the first pick overall, Mark? That's crazy, and I'm a huge Jackson Dart guy. You're crazy. He's played 4 games. What about Herbert?
I don't think I'm picking Herbert.
Is Herbert on MVP watch again after yesterday?
He's not on MVP watch again. Who are you picking? You're picking Josh Allen?
I'm picking... Well, you're picking a quarterback. You have to. That's what the league revolves around.
Yeah.
Josh Allen. The argument could be made, are you taking a running back that's generational? And you look at the running backs that are generational right now, there's not that many that are generational right now.
Bijan Robinson's it.
Bijan, do you like Christian McCaffrey? I don't know. He's doing really well this year, but do you want him for 10 years? Probably not. Or do you take a generational wide receiver? Do you take Jamar Chase? Do you take Justin Jefferson? I don't know. Maybe Jamar Chase. He's pretty good, but I think you take Josh Allen.
How many leagues are in this? Are we 33 leagues? It's like a snake draft. Do I come back around? All right, well, I take Jackson Dart, and then the snake draft just comes back around. I take Cam Scatterfield.
You just become the New York Giants. That's what you're just
going to take.
Cool, so you go 4-12. Very cool.
Speaking of, we're going to transition over to the bets of the week. Good thing we did not film this early because we would have lost the Chargers-Vikings bet. I think I would have picked Chargers to cover just because I don't like the Vikings this year. However, the over hit. The over hit. It was, yeah, so the over did hit. So, we're not going to chalk that up to anything. We'll just move on from that. I have a regular slate of football games. I don't know if the NFL is listening to our podcast or watching. Thank you if you are. We have a regular slate of football games. So we've got just the Thursday night football game, 1 Sunday night football game, 1 Monday night football game, no international game, no dual game. But since we missed the Thursday night football game, we'll go ahead and give the viewers an extra game throughout the week. We've already picked it, but I want you to look at something real quick.
Sure.
Bengals Jets -6.5. Bears Ravens -7.5. Dolphins Falcons -7.5. Bills Panthers -7.5. Giants Eagles -7.5. Browns Patriots -7.5. Titans Colts -14.5. Kansas City Commanders -11.5. Does the NFL realize they've got a problem?
A lot of huge spreads.
Vegas is giving a team 14.5 points. Like, obviously, blowouts happen. Look at the Chargers and look at the Vikings game last night. Obviously, blowouts happen. They happen a lot in the NFL. But the fact that Vegas is going to just give anybody, any Jamoke, 14 points, 7 points, we've got multiple touchdown plus spreads this week. The NFL's got a competition problem.
I think you're right. I think we've talked about it in previous Sundown years where the disparity in the league is getting pretty alarming. It's the playoff teams, and which is obvious, that happens in every sport, but it seems like it's like the top and then there's the bottom. Like there's very few like of this. It's just like
The
really
middle
good.
class is getting disappeared.
Joe
They're
Byron.
cutting out the middle class.
Yeah. Yeah, look, I hear you. I think also though, this is what the NFL does to mess with bettors, or the lines do, because they think like, go ahead, take 7.5, do it. Like they want you to take crazy spreads because
It's not enough. We're not giving you enough points. We know. So, all right, we'll jump into the game. Obviously, we have our in place of the Thursday night football game. We went and we chose the Giants versus the Eagles. It's a divisional matchup between two very teams that are on the up and up. The Giants beat the Eagles last time by a lot of points, yet they're 7.5 point dogs in this game. The Eagles, it's in Philadelphia. It's at 10 a.m. our time, so it's an afternoon game. The total over under is 43.5. And then we don't do this much. The New York Giants are plus 280 on the money line.
interesting. I think the Giants lose this game though. I think this is home field for these NFC East matchups is pretty big. The Eagles need this one. They can't lose again to the Giants. That would be crazy. I don't think 7.5 is a lot, and the Eagles don't have AJ Brown, but I think Devontae Smith is enough to get it done. I don't want to pick this one. If I'm picking money line, I would pick the Eagles. I'll go a weird under for this 43.5. That's what I'll do. Under.
Okay. 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 You like defense in this game. I do. I think the Giants give up a lot of points, but they also score a lot of points. The Eagles defense, I don't know if I feel like they're just kind of mediocre. I'm not in your hole. I'm over.
Okay.
I think you
All right.
smashed the over.
All right. That's
All
fair.
right. If I had to pick a line, it's divisional. It's a divisional matchup. I don't like more than a touchdown. I think you had your bets and you picked Giants plus 7.5. Sunday night football. We have the Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Both these teams are weird. Well, the Packers are 4-1 and 1. The Steelers are 4-2. I don't think a lot of people saw the Steelers being 4-2. They have the spread Green Bay minus 2.5. So Pittsburgh is a home dog. Total is 45.5 points.
I like the Packers in this game. I think a little night game for old Aaron Rodgers, a little bit chillier maybe. He's going to get against his old team. I know maybe not a lot of them are around, but it would be cool if this game was in Green Bay. That would be awesome. But since it's in Pittsburgh, I like Green Bay to handle business. You and I have talked about Green Bay's looks to be when they're squared away Super Bowl contending kind of team. So I think I think the Steelers are frauds.
Okay, fair enough. I think I'm a little. I don't think the Steelers are not frauds. They definitely won a couple of games they should have lost. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that Aaron Rodgers just has that weird old man energy, and it's only 2.5 that they have. They're gonna give him 2.5 points. Ah man, I feel like the Packers, in all intents and purposes, should beat the Steelers. They're a much better team. The Steelers defense does not look as good as it has in the past, but it's at home in Pittsburgh. Aaron Rodgers is a weird dude when it comes to stuff like that. Give me the Steelers.
We're
Last
not in
game.
each other's holes.
No, we're out of holes today. We're not hole brothers. Commanders and Chiefs. Line is minus 11.5. Commanders are
Holy
3-4.
cow.
Kansas City is 4-3. We've dogged Kansas City a lot this year. 47.5 is the total spread. The Washington, again, not a whole lot on the money lines we usually do, but plus 550 for Washington on the money line. That's a lot of money Vegas is giving away.
Patrick Mahomes sneaky having an MVP season this year. It's his numbers are pretty wild. He has 1,800 yards throwing, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and yeah, the Chiefs haven't won a ton, and they seem to only have had a lot of home games this year, but they're home against this team. I think they get it done. 11.5 is so many points, but I'm going to just take the under 47.5. I think the Chiefs win this, and I just think it's like kind of like the Commanders don't score a ton. Like Jaden Daniels is like questionable for this week. He might not even play. I think the under will hit. I think the Chiefs will score a good amount, but I think the Commanders will get kind of bounced. So I'll take just the under.
I'll jump in your hole. I'm going to take the under. I think
Okay.
that 37-10 is not even fathomable in this game. I don't even think you even get there. I don't even think a score like that exists in this game. It's in Kansas City. It's Monday night. It's probably getting cold over there. Like you said, Jay Daniels doesn't even play. Patrick Mahomes has a type of like games where once they're up 17-0, he just manages the game.
Yeah,
Kind of
just
loses
cruise.
interest. Yeah. So I like the under as well. I think the under hits. I think I did pretty well. Made it almost the entire episode. Sundown Sports. That's Kyle. This is Mark. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if we did anything, got anything wrong.
Rutgers Cup.
Rutgers, yeah. Dude, what a great year they're having. Do you think we'll go back into the Rape Bowl? No.
No.